Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Riftbound Roulette. Hopefully you managed to tune into the first one. I'm Zelodius, your host with my best friend over here, Nozza, but it is a different Nozza from last week. I'm feeling quite intimidated. Obviously,
You should be.
I managed to take the win last week, but it's not the same Nozza anymore, is it?
No,
Who am I
I'm
talking to?
new. I'm involved. I've evolved into a skirmish winner.
Oh no.
So yeah, exactly. Managed to get the Edge of Night playmat as well, which is really nice. It's much better than the Atlas one, which is off center, which just it triggers me.
We've got the rules up on screen here. I'm not going to go over them in depth again now. Trying to make it spicy. There's no miracle decks, no Aurora. We've got the forfeit wheel. You can pause, have a look through that. If you go back to the first episode, I explained them a bit more in depth there. But yeah, Nozza, do you want to get into the legend choice?
Let's do it. Spin me, baby.
Okay, we go. Nozza first. Skirmish winners first.
Yeah, absolutely. As is my right. And we are.
Oh, he's on his skirmish win. He's on his skirmish winning deck.
It was meant to be. It's just fate. But but the thing is,
If I get Garrett. It was fate that wasn't after winning the skirmish.
Absolutely.
That means we'll never see Draven again though in this series. So who am I getting?
Oh
No,
Lee Sin.
That
but you're going to get
rough.
so many wheel spins on me though for the forfeits.
Yeah, there's going to be 3 wheel spins, which is pretty big. But it's safe to say that having never played Lee Sin, and Nozza's just won a skirmish on Draven, that one of us is a little bit more how do you put it?
Ready. Yes.
Yeah, ready. So we might need the whole forfeit wheel. We'll see. Okay.
All right, come on then. Let me take me lumps.
I definitely want your legend ability. That would be game changing.
Yeah, it would be pretty big.
I nearly got the legend.
Yeah, but I've got a score 9. Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep it on just so we don't lose it for future weeks. But yeah, you have to get to 9. That seems at least a bit fair. Come on. I want the legend. Oh, it's getting there. It's getting there. Oh no, so close to getting it. Honestly,
is it another spin or do I have to score to 10?
No, it doesn't count. Surely not. What? You must score to 11.
I think it's stuck on this. Maybe I don't know.
No, it's moved it ever so slightly different times. So I get spinning axes.
You get spinning axes.
I really want the legend. If I can get the legend ability, I think I have a chance here. The game really wants you. It really wants you to score to 9.
It's emphasizing you can only Oh,
you don't. Okay.
And you get an extra draw.
Okay. I mean, I really wanted out of all the decks, the real one I really wanted was the legend ability, and we was literally the closest possible to that. So I get 6 cards turn 1. You have to score to 9, and I can use spinning axes. So
yeah,
spinning axes is pretty nice, but I've got pump spells anyway. I'm not too happy about that, is what I would say.
Get a ban each?
Yeah, we get to do a ban each. I'll let you go first. What do you want to ban from me? I think I know what you're going to
ban. Guess it's got to be punch first, hasn't it?
Well, wasn't what I thought it would be, but fair enough.
Maybe. I'm trying to think either or discipline.
Discipline's pretty useful for the draw power.
Yeah, I don't even know what Lee Sin's really play.
Neither do I, mate. Neither do I. I'm about to try and find out. Make your decision, Nozza.
Yeah, sabotage. I'm gonna go with sabotage actually.
Okay, yeah, it's a pretty annoying one for me to lose. Definitely would have run at least 1, maybe 2 of. For you, there's a few options. Rebuke, fight or flight's really annoying. Darius.
Darius is so good as well. So
don't feel I have massive answers to Darius. One thing interesting, Draven does have 3 champions, so you have to use all 3 of them in your deck. I'm gonna go for Darius. I don't know if that's a mistake, but we've added Darius.
Yeah, no, I that makes sense. That really does make sense.
I think it's a pretty key component. So now what we're going to do, we're going to have 15 minutes. We'll be on call together, and then we won't see the deck list till after the best of three. However, for the sake of you as the audience, you'll get to see it before. We'll record it in that way so you can see it, and then we'll go to the best of three. So let's get building. Okay, the games have been played. We're going through the deck list together now. However, for the sake of you, the audience watching this, you are getting to see the decks before the games actually take place for you. But me and Nozza have finished the games. We're going to avoid spoilers, of course, but we wanted to talk through the deck list, explain to each other some of our choices, and then let you have some knowledge so you can see what's coming up in the games themselves. However, if you don't want to see this and you just want a bit more spice, a bit of surprise, do skip ahead to the games. So, Nozza, talk me through your deck list. Chosen champion, Draven, Vanquisher. Fairly
Yeah, of
obvious.
course. Yeah. So obviously you banned Darius,
Yep.
which meant I had sort of 3 holes to fill. But Draven Showboat and Draven Audacious obviously filled 2 of those slots straight away. Because obviously we have to include every single chosen champion, or every
Yep.
single version of the chosen champion in the deck. So it meant I only really had sort of 1 card that I really wanted to play with, or put in. So I put in an extra rebuke as well,
Okay.
because it's just such a back-breaking card for if you can't deal with it. Obviously, you're green, so you do have some options, but it's just a big, massive game changer. So apart from that, it's a very simple mid-range Draven list, as you would expect. Apart from you've got the Showboat and the Audacious in there. Spells are the same apart from the extra rebuke. Battlefields are the same. The only thing is the sideboard. That's the only bit where I thought, I'll just mix that up a little bit. And I thought it could be fun to put a couple of Rengar pouncings in there with some, stuff that you won't play around the next 5+ with,
Yep.
that you just really wouldn't consider, and a little bit of spice. Apart from that, it is exactly what you would expect from a mid-range Draven deck.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but I've played quite a lot of mid-range Draven this set. I knew what to expect in the deck. Probably guide a bit more through this. I mean, this is the fairly obvious one. It just gives me a guaranteed accelerate. Yeah, free challenges, pretty staple. Draven doesn't like challenge.
Key card.
Charm, pretty similar, really. Vi, pretty key. You're playing against purple, ride the winds, fight flights. Discipline, pump, more draw. Obviously, I'm going to get more draw from the turn 1, getting an extra, but draw never hurt anyone. On guard, a one of. I would have liked to put more in, but it's just, yeah, it's hard to fill stuff. Not
Yeah.
not so fast. I had 2 of them. Again, would have liked 3, but I needed at least a few. You'd want them for rebukes. Punch first again. Probably wanted 3, but I wouldn't have put Dragon's Rage in general. I think it's a good ability. I just think it's a bit expensive compared to some other stuff. But
I think coming back to Punch First, like it is so good, but
D ramp.
it deramps you so much. So I think 3 copies, unless you're something that can generate gold, or
Yeah.
like you don't like something like Set, where you can save units you don't care about, having very little runes to go with. It's always a tricky one.
Yeah, I thought I'd have decent draw power with the way I'd built the deck, and
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't want to D ramp too much and get destroyed. Basically, there's not a lot of mobility in this deck, so I did play 2 confronts, more draw power, ability to
Makes sense.
enter ready.
Yeah, yeah.
One off Zonya's, just in case I wanted to protect a big unit. The spinning axe, a staple in Lease Index.
Yeah, it's got to be a 3 of, guaranteed 3 of. Yeah.
Yeah, I
If you're
mean,
not playing 3 in your lease index, what are you doing?
you're playing legally. Um, we had 2
That's no fun.
GAs. Yeah, true. We had 2 GAs. 2 first mates. Would have liked 3, but again, I probably went a bit spicier, like having a one-off set. Maybe you might. I think for 3 first mates is probably a bit more efficient, but it is what it is. We put 2
Don't
up
know.
front.
It's one of those things where if you draw it early, it's not great. But then if you
Yep.
overdraw them, it's like, well, there's other things that you can be doing. I think 2 is probably just the right amount.
The game plan against Draven's always going to be to avoid getting myself into bad fight or flight positions. The Lonely Poro, just free, small draw, and it's just
Yeah.
to try not brick early. Stalwart Poro, good, but don't get the draw. This card's okay, but it's mostly purely 1, the card art looks cool, and 2, it's just I had to have him. Tasty Fey
Rule of
Folk.
cool, baby.
Yeah, more accelerate. Really good death knell. Not easy to fit him in, but really good. Kiana, a decent like mid game unit. The deflect is pretty good into Draven, I thought, and she's pretty solid. Free Stellar Cord, don't really think I need to explain that. The battlefields are pretty obvious. Sunken Temple had quite a few mighty units. Monastery of Harada, you get no benefit from it, and Dreaming Tree, I get a lot more benefit than you do. I think I had more body power costs in general, and then the action. I don't know if I should be putting him in or not. The Janna's a bit of spice. The Ruin Runner, very good into purple, especially knowing that you're going to 9. I had another set, put the Thwonk in, and then we had 2 Aurelia Fervents in case I wanted to maybe put him for a Dreaming Tree game or something. We'll see. But yeah, there you go. Those are the deck. Here we are with Nozza. The decks are built. I don't think it didn't really take you very long, Nozza. You just had to take a few. Darius is out. You already had your deck ready. And reveal the battlefields. It's going to be a lovely Reaper's Row, I'm sure. Oh,
I'm gonna mix it up and go Obelisk of Power. Why not? Yeah, Monster of Harada, no surprise there. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how much like having to play to 9. Like
that's probably the biggest thing that I got. The spinning axe. Well, I think that it's more funny. I think this it's a good signature, but like if it was Fiora or Jax, I think or if, I think the best one I could have got would have been Defiant Dance. And that would work really well with some of my stuff. But I think the spin axe is okay, but it wasn't a particularly great forfeit. What was it to 9? Then I get an extra draw. The fact I get an extra draw and you go to 9, that's quite useful. Might even a bit. We'll do dice roll. So I got a 20.
Well, that's what you need. That's what you need.
Yes, you get to go straight away with Draven. That's not good. I will go first. So
yeah, not surprise.
These are all.
I'm gonna keep my hand.
Great. These are all pretty solid. Get to draw 2 more. Okay, fairly happy with that.
Just yeah, bit of Overzealous fan and a treasure hunter.
Yep.
As you would expect.
Okay, so we are going to tap my legend to put a buff on him. I'm going to spend it as soon as I go, so we're not paying mana. We're going to go there. Yep. Spend it. Get a draw. I'm going to charm your treasure hunter.
Yep.
So that's to here. So she dies. You get gold still because you moved it.
I will. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna move my Overzealous fan there.
That's fine.
Yep. Get a point. Tap all of you, and let's just get Mr. Forerunner out, shall we?
Lovely.
See, as though you gave me that nice extra gold a turn early.
You're welcome. Go to 2. We will play Kiana to base.
Oh, Kiana, nice, yeah.
Well, pretty useful for me to channel the draw.
One is the loneliest number.
That you'll never know. Okay.
Such a sad, lonely Poro.
Yep. Put a buff on Kiana. No, I don't, because you drove. Oh, I don't know, you drove and you're going to get a blooming draw. I'm going to leave it for now.
Yep, I will just put my little Ferris front runner in there. Go to 3. We're a third of the way there.
Interesting choice I can do next turn.
Oh, do you now? I'm going to go to hand.
I thought you might protect Draven and not put him out turn 1.
Yeah, and we'll put all you randomly at the bottom. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Draven there. I'm gonna go 1, 2. Recycle, recycle, recycle. 2 Falling Star, your Kiana. Oh yeah, I need to do fodder,
I
of
used to,
course.
do you still want to do that?
Yep.
It's really annoying now that the lonely porr's there.
Yeah, I have.
Cool.
I've massively deramped myself, but there we are. There's options, he says. Unless you're just trying to bluff me.
Maybe. Watch my chops.
Indeed.
That's the funny thing as well. You have to stay ahead by an extra two.
I've got so long to go. Every single game.
Okay. The challenge the overzealous. Recycle. So challenge the overzealous. It's 3 into
Yeah.
2.
Yep.
So he dies, I'm assuming.
He does.
Do you want to do the Draven trigger?
No, I do not.
Okay, so 3 into. Going to play discipline, so it's 5. So
Mhm.
draw, so 5 into 4. Assuming you're going to
Yep, he did.
go to 3. Yeah, I assumed you wouldn't play the Draven thing because you'd rather not deramp another rune and just let me. Yeah, you probably don't want to deramp at that point to the point that I'm that far ahead on runes when you've got to get to 9 still.
Yeah. So what are they on? That's total of 5 might at that battlefield.
Yes.
And I will go to 4 for holding. I'm going to
Fallen
play
Star.
2 to fight or flight my Ferris 4 in the back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send him over to there. Draw. And then I will. What will I do? What will I do? I will tap all 4 to put Kaiser in base, and I'll pass over my turn.
So much less room for error in this deck compared to what you're doing.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty
it's
ridiculous.
probably game. Just that one thing there's probably cost me the game. I thought it's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I guess if you would have done more bans, that definitely would have been on there.
I
But
mean,
you'd had a pretty good start before that. I mean, the extra draws have definitely made a difference, I feel. Or it
yeah,
had until that
it's
point.
just too hard. I promise a lot of my stuff that's decent. I have to.
Well, I remember I've got to get to
Yeah,
no,
I know. We'll play that to base.
not accelerating.
Don't know if I want to or not.
Yeah, so go to 6. I think we tap 2, recycle 1, ride the wind, my 4 runner in. I'm dead.
Okay, so I get 2 runes, exhausted, and a draw. You get 2 mix.
All those mix, baby. And then I will put Keister in, go to 7, and get a draw for conquering. I am going to play a Noxus Hopeful there. Yes. Yes, I am. And then I'm going to pass my turn. Yeah, when there's such a big discrepancy in like legends and colours and stuff, like you really need something good on the wheel spins to really level it. Like I felt last week,
They weren't the
over
worst for it.
tracks, it really made it quite even games. But this one, yeah,
Well, Draven's probably an S plus as well.
he's pretty nutty.
Let's try something desperate. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Abitha.
Challenge the Kaiser. 6 into 4.
1 and a recycle
Yep.
for spinning it.
All on guard. So Lee goes to 8. That's 8 into 7.
Nice. Yep, that'll do it. Just thinking. No.
I've done a really good job of bar the one where I let 2 Poros die. I think I've played quite well for the most part. It wasn't a crazy misplay to not think you're gonna fight or fly a Poro back to back, but I've done a pretty good job of avoiding combats.
Yeah.
Here's what it is. Okay.
Okay, what do we do here?
You haven't got a lot of cards, but all it takes is 1 mech to go over there to be 8, and then I'm a bit stupid. My draw part has been okay so far, to be fair.
No, I'm on about Lee Sin.
At least
No, I don't have that many mechs. Okay, let's just get both mechs in there and pass priority over to you.
Yep, it's fine. So I've tried.
Hmm.
If you have, you can, unless you might have a unit Kaiser and a ride the wind. I don't know.
Cha! It's Kaiser.
Yeah, if you have a ride the wind, then fair play.
Let's see what. So that'll take me to 8. Let's see what I draw. And I will pass.
Okay, units you play this turn enter ready.
That's a good start. Yeah.
Yep. Play set. So 1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5. We'll spend his buff, so he's on 8.
Yep.
Attempt to go there, so it's 8 into 4.
Mm-hmm. Try and rebuke him.
Yep, I've not seen a not so fast.
Yeah, unlucky man. Felt like you played that pretty well.
Thought I had a good game, yeah. I didn't see a single not so fast. I only got the stellar corn now. If I'd have had a not so fast, I honestly think if I'd have had a not so fast there, I think I'd have a really good chance of winning that game.
You had another challenge.
I got for all 3 challenges, yeah. You'd have only had 4 cards in hand and 7 mana. No, 9 mana to be fair. But you'd have had to remove a set from there and a stellar corn from there without Darius. So yeah. And
Yeah.
you'd have only had 1 Kaiser left. Yeah, I think without Rebuke I win that game there.
You might, yeah.
Well, I go to 7.
You had an extra draw. You'd managed to get your disciplines. Your challenges were good. Like your charm the early units. Like obviously the accelerating the draft, the Faith Folk helped as well. So yeah. No, you played it well. Just unlucky there.
Yeah, I'd have gone to 7, and then you would have only had 1 Kaiser. So I don't think you could have. Yeah, you'd have to have 2 Rebuke Fireflies, I guess. But yeah, GG. We will go next. We'll start playing the next one.
Right. I guess let's start the second game. Good luck.
You too, mate. Well played first game.
Thank you.
I'm keeping my hand.
Ooh, you likey.
It's not far off if I could pick my hand, to be honest. So we'll see.
What a promising start. Okay, yeah. It's everybody's favourite Treasure Hunter.
That's huge for you getting that both games.
Yeah, it's very good. Very, very good.
Attempt to go there. I'm sure that's fine.
Yep.
Really don't want to do this, but it does put a bit more pressure on your challenge.
My poor Treasure Hunter.
I think it's a must. I think if you start getting gold and just going on either battlefield, start getting into Reavers, and I can't play around it.
Yeah, no, it definitely helps.
Yeah, de-ramps me a bit, but
it's a challenge out of the way as well, at least.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think that decision?
Yeah. I mean, you're ahead.
You have to get extra points, and it means you don't get a point next turn as well, and you stop.
Yeah.
I don't let you get the gold and start ramping. I've paid a mana. I paid a mana, by the way, to
Yeah. Let me play my stack deck.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's something I've seen Aurelia's do against Miracle Detonate. It's even bigger, like if they defy it when they paid like a purple rune to do the repeats, if they haven't had Ezreal and stuff.
I'm going to go 1, 2 for a Noxus Hopeful.
Yep.
I'm going
to base.
Yep.
Pass.
Okay. I am going to move there.
Yep. All good.
We go to 1.
Come on.
Mighty 1.
Just realised last game I didn't test my job. I had a discipline and 4 energy. I should have disciplined and seen if I'd got not so fast.
Oh really?
Yeah, I had 4 energy, discipline, because if I'd have killed the Kaiser, you were a bit longer, and maybe.
Yeah. It would have put you in a good position.
I had some not so fast, and I'd gone into my deck, so obviously I didn't check the draw to see, but I should have done that just to the optimal. Like if you was in a tournament trying to stay in the game or something.
I've got some options. I don't know if that's. Go on then. Let's do that. We're gonna Falling Star both your Poros.
Yep. That's why. Oh no, I don't want to do that. No. So you're doing on both powers, yeah?
Yeah.
Or discipline
Mm-hmm.
on this one.
Yep.
Yep. So it was part of the reason I didn't want to leave me hanging there, and means I get a point next turn. I could have played some other options, but I didn't want to, leave myself in.
Yeah. Do that.
Yep. Okie dokie, I got to 3. One of the big reasons I was a bit more cautious with my energy is because I wanted to play this next turn.
Silicon Herder. Yep. Makes sense.
It's quite good into a Reaver's Row game, and I could not afford to leave her out with a fallen star potential.
No, definitely not.
Pass.
Okay. Go point. 3 mana up.
To make for a bit of an interesting thing with you needing to get to
To 9.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was huge though. That if you'd have blown both my units with fallen star, if I'd because I was tempted to play the Stellar Corn, but I was like, imagine I'd played the Stellar Corn and you'd have killed both my power and stuff. I was probably done. I was probably
Yeah.
done at that point.
So that's the shield.
As we talk about that, I've literally got a falling star here. That your fallen star that I ordered for you
How's
arrived.
it arrived? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I know Nozza loves a fallen star.
Absolutely. I'm going to Tide Turner, the Noxian Hopeful back, and we're going to go across into this.
Attack trigger first. Are you doing Draven?
Uh,
Wait, Draven was played. Yeah, he was played last turn, wasn't he?
yeah, it
Okay.
was, yeah. So he was ready in base. Yes, I will do.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be quite
That's
easy for me to kill Draven otherwise. I will move Stellarcon.
Yep.
You know how to just
Yeah.
The buff on that's actually quite nice, really. No, I'll kill an auction hopeful.
I will get a point. I will draw, and no, I don't want to roll the dice. I do want to get a gold though. Thank you. And then I'm going to go 1-2 for the overzealous fan.
Oh, great.
And I.
Them to go there. Well,
Yep.
pass prior.
Uh-huh.
I get a draw. Nope, go to 4. This game feels very well poised right now.
You've got plenty of cards. You've got.
I think one thing I've done a good job with this deck is getting around the draw issues.
Well, you obviously start with an extra card as well, which always helps.
Oh,
but
of course,
you've got your Stellar Corn, you've got your disciplines, you had your Fair Folk and stuff. So you've got ways to draw, and obviously, the Sunken Battlefield as well, which definitely helps.
Haven't you?
Yeah, Monastery of Harana as well. Last go, yeah.
Tasty. Then pass.
So I got up to 4. We're not even halfway there yet.
Right, John Bon Jovi.
Get rid of that gold. And yes, it is. It's Mr. Ferris, the old Forerunner.
Do you get a death knell if you have a J on something?
No, because it doesn't die.
Yeah, I assume so. Just in case I ever had a death knell.
I wonder what you might have in one of your hands.
But there.
Yep. You've only paid.
I've paid 6 for leasing.
Oh,
I
you got
did
yeah.
100.
Just because they were overlapping. It's those fancy borderless runes you've got.
1 to pay a rune.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on 7. Pay that.
Yeah. So I got up to 5. Oh, okay. First of all, let's go bang bang. Actually, you know what? Let's put a purple back and move you in there. So I'll go up to 6. I'll get a draw.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pay 1 to get another draw.
Oh yeah, sunken.
for the Sunken Temple. Yeah, it's really sneaky how card games actually get you to do maths. It's yeah, like this is why I think they should just introduce card games into all schools, and just do that instead of maths, like basic maths, because they'll it's fun and educational. I am indeed.
Leasing, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Are you going to do the Draven trigger?
So I'm going to push him back, kill that. I'm going to recycle one for Draven. Yep.
It's a Draven on 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to punch first a Stellarcon.
You
So,
know.
how do I do the float? So I float one orange and then send the other one back. So Stella's on 8.
I'm going to rebuke the Stellarcorn.
Going to not so fast that.
Nope. Nope.
Okay, so Draven dies.
Draven's dead.
Do you want to play
Bye.
that? Do you want to click discard that rebuke? It's scary.
All right.
It's scary
Yeah.
seeing it just sat there. I am going to challenge the first forerunner with Lee Sin.
Just give me a second here. Nope. Dead. You drawing double challenge in both games has been big for you as well.
I had 3 challenges in my first 7 cards last game. Don't really feel like it got me going, but we're going to do confront, draw as well. Get units of play enter ready.
I am to repeat hard bargain.
I'm going to defy that. I'm going to play Lonely Poro for 2.
Yep.
He's going to go in there.
Yep.
Go to 7. Okay. Yeah, you get your mechs. Yeah, I think you need those mechs.
Yes, I do.
If I can take a game off Draven with Lee Sin, I'll be happy.
Oh dear. Yeah.
I don't want to get too old.
No. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was tempted to not so fast the overzealous. I don't know if maybe I should have done that. And then if I'd have had Lee at this battlefield, you'd have really.
Yeah. Are you going to do Reavers or are you going to stay or what? What are you doing? So I go up to 7 and I get a draw. I guess we've just got to go for it. Oh, unless you can stop this, you can stop this. It's Draven Audacious, baby. And it's Ride the Wind.
Oh, down here, then you get the 8 and 9. I'm defying that.
Oh, you had the other defy.
Yeah.
See, that's why I hard bargained to try and get that defy out of you. But yeah, I think you've won now.
Yeah, it's going. You can go in and kill there, but
yeah,
least. I'm saying least in 10 into the 9 at that battlefield will win. You've got no energy, and then Stellarcorn, I've got buff to get her over the mech. That'll be there.
Yeah, the fact that I had to play to 9 makes such a big difference.
Yeah, I'd have been in trouble.
I don't get anything to draw. Yeah, well done, GG.
Yeah, I would have spinning axed the Stellar into there and 10 into 9 there. I mean, would I got the 8 and then no, I have to conquer both anyway, but yeah, GG. Managed to take a game off of a Draven. I'm pretty happy. The extra draw though, and
the spinning axe.
Yeah, the spinning axe. The spinning axe actually did make quite a difference. It stopped the falling star, the extra point. So I think that's the point of this series, though, that we're trying to spice it up and we're trying to make it so. Whilst you are playing a fairly standard Draven kit, losing the Darius, would you agree?
Losing Darius is pretty big, but yeah.
And then
you drew everything you needed there. You had the double defy, double challenge. You had the punch first.
Yep.
To be honest, I probably knew you did. I probably should have just backed out with the Draven. That was definitely a misplay by me. But yeah, I thought I'd be able to cheekily get it, but you had the second defy to stop me.
Yeah, happens. I'd not so fast there as well, but yeah, game 3.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Here we are in game 3. Something I'm proud of, taking a Draven to game 3 with Lee Sin. We were saying though that this going to 9 has very much drastically changed it. Obviously,
makes a big difference.
I was half tempted to put him on aspirants, but you know, it would have been for me.
So. Cruel.
Yeah. I would have liked Arena's Greatest, knowing he had to go to 9. However, I don't think there's a really good Lee Sin aggro deck. I nearly got Victor If I'd have had Victor and it'd have been you going to 9, I'd
Oh, yeah,
definitely gone for an
definitely. Just
arenas
control,
first.
make my life hell.
Yeah, I'm going to assume you're going to go first.
I will indeed.
Okay, mulligans. Had to get 2 extra draws means I can be a bit more loose with my
Yeah. So I'm just gonna take my go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shock horror.
Charlie.
Although at least you've got a first met out early. I know that's some of it gone, but yeah, still
Point.
not great. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm going to discipline.
yeah. Yeah, that's very good. That's a lot of cards.
I'm going to. Oh, wait. No. Yep, actually, we'll still do it. I'm going to charm Draven.
Okay.
So, to the dreaming tree, my man.
You need to have spent 2 of your runes, by the way. Your discipline.
Oh yeah, well I was on 5, so I did the charm.
Yeah. Go on then. What have you got?
I mean, I feel like that was almost a must to do that, really. Okay. I really wanted to go to Targon's, but then my thought process was dreaming tree with discipline.
Gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to accelerate Kaiser. I mean, what's the only thing that blows me out here is another on guard.
Indeed.
Yeah. Or a punch first, actually. So yeah, sorry. I'm gonna take it at Targon's.
Well, I didn't want you to think about
Yeah. So get a point, get a draw, ready to deck.
So thankful that you don't have the stat deck Darius combo.
Do that. I'm gonna tap 2. Yeah, I only got 1 draw.
Why'd you have so many? I guess you've only used 3 cards before that.
Yeah.
But you still got the extra.
I've had 2 stack decks as well.
Yeah.
So that has helped. And no.
But 3 so 12 into that. Yeah. Okay. Who are you doing that to Lee?
I'm gonna rebuke Lee.
I will not so fast.
Yeah. I think you've won this already, to be honest.
Pass, are you? So it's 12 still.
Yeah, I'll kill Lee. Yeah.
Sound. That, and then I get to ready 2 runes for Targons and pass.
You certainly do. 6 easy turn for me to just play Ferris Forerunner and pass. To be honest, you do have quite a good color combination to play against Draven.
Yeah,
and a lot of the stuff I just don't know what I'm playing against.
Yeah,
but you've drawn a lot of your key pieces early on, like your charms, your confronts, your like.
The charm. I think the fact you bricked was huge because it meant. I'm assuming you didn't. Draven was the only unit you could play.
I had a Kaiser as well, but
True,
yeah.
I've had it before though, where I've been in that position. It's like you can't not play the unit, but then I did the right thing with my first mate to blow out the Draven. You can't. If you don't play the unit,
I'm even further behind.
Yeah,
so
so you have to do it. Just hope so. You can't win in that position. It's rough for you.
Yeah, well, I effectively didn't have a first turn, so yeah, it's double mulliganed as well. But there you go.
Yeah, it is different though, isn't it? With this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pass. I think with the runes and the.
Well, I guess we've got to go here. Go up to a lonely 3.
Ironically, this is a game you've had a lot of cards.
Yeah, but I didn't get them when I needed it.
The not so fast early to the rebuke. I think if I didn't have that was quite a difference.
Yeah.
I think green into purple is very good if you get the right stuff.
Yeah, you've got the key. That you've got some of the tools to help stop me. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that hand all randomly at bottom. I will ready to and pass my go.
It's interesting. Going there with Kiana. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Going to challenge. Oh, wait. Don't want to do that.
Okay, right. Yeah.
You can have any number of buffs. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to Dragon's Rage. Your Ferris Foran's your treasure hunter.
Move an enemy unit. So then choose another unit at its destination. So
Yep.
where are you moving my Ferris Forerunner?
That'd have been a bit of a blow. The spinning axe has actually been huge.
Yeah, I was about to say, to be fair, like everything that you've had, the spinning axes, the playing to 9 have completely just changed this game.
Yeah, which is that's the point. It should be games that should be able to do that because we've done the tiers for that, but it's made it different. It'd be interesting next week if you get that because I've had 2 weeks in a row and I would have had the forfeits.
Yeah.
To be fair, the Zonyas would have saved Lee, so it wouldn't have been a complete blowout for me. But okay, gonna send the both in. You've probably got fight or flight. Could be a tide turn. I don't know. You've got the Manus here. I'm probably not going to win it here, but yeah. What have you got?
I am going to reveal Switcheroo.
Oh.
And I'm going to switch.
Okay, so I will Zonya's the first mate.
They both go together.
But he's died a lot.
But he just gets recalled.
Yeah, but he's not. He's the only one who's died.
No,
the
cleanup happens together, doesn't it? So yeah.
Okay.
Get a draw. Wow, that's big. That first mate needs to not be buffed anymore.
He keeps the buff, I'm sure.
Go up to 4, yay!
So good on treasure.
It makes no difference because I'm so far behind from bricking first turn, and you're already at 7, and you don't have to go to 9. So you know.
I don't think that the brick first turn's GG. Look, plenty of games you can come back from that. However, the problem you've got is that you have
followed by the challenge. It is
followed
by the challenge because you're just so far ahead.
I was going to say you're against a deck that I can get rid of. Yeah,
What a disgrace to Dravens I am. The thing is, I can take that battlefield this turn, but then there's just nothing that I can then do.
You'll be out of mind. You don't get to ready 2 runes.
This sucks.
You can fight for like the Kiana and then.
No, I'm going to rebuke her.
Have you paid 3 runes?
Up to a lofty 5.
You get your double draw.
Yeah, and I get nothing. Yeah, GG, well played.
GG. I mean, next turn, what would I have drawn? I would have kicked Kaiser into the treasure hunter. I really wish I could have. It would have been a spicy way to win signature spell.
Yeah, it would have been good. Yeah, it would have been really interesting.
No, GG, mate. I think it wasn't obviously the spinning axes came clutch in every game, didn't they?
Yeah, they really swung it for you. The fact that you can use them as a reaction and stuff, and like +3 is massive. So yeah, 2 weeks in a row I've got the higher legend, and both weeks it just sucks because I just get so much crap to deal with. I really hope I get the lesser legend next time, and you can feel the pain.
Yeah,
of having to play under the constraints.
I think it was pretty spicy that I can have any number of buffs that I was able to buff him twice, and to get over the Ferris. That was
yeah. Well, yeah, it was nice. It was more the spinning axe, though, innit? That really.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
really took that.
I wouldn't have done it 7-6.
Then at the beginning, I was like, oh, playing to 9. That really. Well, it stopped me winning last game, and swung it for you. So that actually ended up being a really big.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd
a big thing to have to do.
I don't know if I'd have played it much different or not. I mean, I would have had to, but I don't know how different it would have been if I'd have known. Obviously, I had to play around stuff a bit different. This game, the 9 in this game didn't matter, and it didn't matter massively in the first, obviously.
No, well, as soon as I bricked first turn and you challenged my Draven second, the game was done, pretty much. So it didn't matter, really, from then.
Yeah, it effectively meant that I was able to get ahead. And the problem is, in Riftbound, I find, if you're ahead, your opponent starts having to play desperate, having to go for risky stuff. Like, you probably didn't really want to rebuke that Lee Sin, knowing that you knew that if I had a not so fast, but you have to play for that. If I didn't have the not so fast, it's a different game.
Choice. Yeah. It does make a bit of a difference. Yeah, like Challenge has been again the MVP for you. You've seen him in every single game, and every time they've just been massive.
Shout out to Noz's nemesis James Rumba. He loves a
Yeah,
challenge.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think green is probably the best colour to have against purple because you can counter some of the big rebukes. Like and not so fast 2 out of the 3 rebukes that you used in these games, which was
Mm.
huge. The defy, like you would have won that last game actually, wouldn't you, if you didn't defy the ride the wind?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So the the first game was pretty close, but you got away comfortably, I guess, in the end. The second one really close, and the third one bricking, and me just having this stuff.
And
Maybe
and
maybe I
and
need to take
stop
Lisa.
playing him.
Maybe I need to take Lisa into the next skirmish.
Let's do it. And
I'll
and
use
just hope
spinning
they
axe.
don't question why you're playing spinning axes.
And why I'm saying you haven't won, mate. You haven't got 9
Yeah.
points yet.
Yeah. Why playing different games.
No, yeah, literally. You're not playing
Oh,
Riftbound
please.
Roulette.
I hope next week that because both weeks I've had the higher legend and it's not good. It's really not.
True. Yeah. The final question I've got for you: what how as a pilot you're obviously a good driving player. I've seen you play quite a bit. You won the skirmish. How
Mm.
different did it feel not having Darius in there? Like
It definitely makes a big difference.
the lack
He's
of mobility that you
well, the big mic totals to get over. Although you've got some pretty big mic totals as well, so it's not as big. But just being able to have other units enter ready, and trigger him, moving between battlefields and do other stuff with him. It's and the thing is um on a couple of my stack decks in both games, I saw Draven Showboat, and both games I was like, what an awful card in this round.
yeah, it's not going to be. Is it? Yeah, I only saw one punched first in 3 games,
But it
and
came in clutch for you.
yeah, it did, but still, it's a huge card for me. I saw it once in 3 games. I had 3 copies of it. I just went through my deck there. I wouldn't have got it until 13 cards left in my deck. But
Yeah, but I to be fair, the fact that you've drawn challenges, charms, and like some not so fast and defies and stuff, I really, it balances
yeah,
itself
I
out.
think one of the key things was that I knew what Draven doesn't want to play against. It's challenges,
Mm.
charms, a few quick reactions because you only have spinning axe, so I knew I only had to play around probably at most 1 spinning axe time. But yeah,
Hmm.
spicy series puts me 4-2 up on games now, so I was a bit worried when I saw Draven and went 1-0 down. But spicy series, Nozza, thank you for playing. That was good fun. We'll be back next week. And any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'll just hide my head in shame and not say a word at the next skirmish that I go to.
Sounds good. I would like to say it's nice to bring down a dirty Draven player, but I'm one myself, so there is
Yeah,
that.
you're a miracle dirty Draven player as well. I at
Re-
least have the decency to be mid range.
yeah, I'm a retired miracle probably, but anyway, thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, no,
Don't,
it's
don't forget to like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.